Thank you so much for joining us at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her, and I am so grateful that you're here. We are recording a live relax and restore yoga sequence today. So I thank you if you're here live. I thank you if you clicked on this video. And I would love it if you would just gather around you any blankets, towels, pillows, yoga blocks, anything that you think might make your practice more supportive for you. And then find yourself with all of those wonderful things around you, nearby, within easy reach. And find yourself lying down on your mat. Just kind of settle your back down to the mat, knees bent and pointed up to the sky. Have the feet be parallel for now, and just maybe push into the feet just enough to lift the hips and kind of lengthen the tailbone, sort of doing a little pelvic tilt here, and then gently settle the low back down to the mat. Just rest the hands on the belly for a moment. Maybe press the backs of the arms, the triceps onto the mat, just enough to lift the heart and draw the shoulder blades in toward one another and down the back. Lift the head just enough to tuck the chin so that the neck is nice and long. And begin to notice your breath. Either take your awareness to your belly, where your palms are resting gently. Or take your awareness to the tip of your nose, the nostrils, and notice the changes between inhalation and exhalation. You have already done the hardest part, just showing up. And you're here. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. But be gentle with yourself and take care of yourself. So that being said, if at any time you don't want your hands on your belly, or you don't want to close your eyes, or it makes you uncomfortable to notice the breath, just bring yourself back to a place of comfort. If you'd rather have the hands open, palms shining up to the sky, you certainly can. You have every option to lay in a comfortable position. The mat is your space and you control whatever happens on it. So I want you to keep yourself safe and keep yourself, just keep yourself safe. Take care of yourself as if you were your own best friend. We were talking earlier today about the concept, the yogic principle of Ahimsa, one of the yamas, how we can be out in the community. And Ahimsa means non-violence. And that can mean gentleness to everyone around you, but also to yourself as part of the community. So just noticing the breath, maybe take an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, kind of make an SH sound, like you're just trying to quiet somebody. So it'd be like, shh. Maybe do that a couple more times, inhaling through the nose. Shh. lengthening that exhale, that shushing sound, that quieting sound, as long as you can. One more time. Just allow the body to be soft. And then take the feet as wide as the mat here. And begin to just kind of windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Maybe taking your gaze out over the right shoulder as the knees go left. Maybe taking the gaze out over the left shoulder as the knees go right. Moving with the breath, maybe opening up the arms. Palms up or down, whatever feels good in your shoulders. Taking it nice and slow here, just rocking from side to side. Maybe taking it a little faster if that feels better, or taking it even slower. And just notice how that feels across the low back. Notice where the pressure is as your body comes into contact with your mat. And notice how that's just a really nice massage-like sensation there. Maybe inhale here, and the next time you exhale, draw the knees up towards the heart. And give yourself a little hug, rocking from side to side. Maybe rotating the ankles. Maybe pointing and flexing the feet. Maybe making little circles with the knees. Drawing circles on the ceiling above you, taking the legs out through one side as you inhale, and up through the other side as you exhale. And again, just notice how that feels on your back. And if you feel any areas of tenderness here, feel free to stop and kind of rock back and forth. Stay for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, go ahead and reverse the circles. Just evening everything out. Remembering to keep the chin tucked gently. Keeping the circles as big or as small as feels good to you. And then let's just go ahead and raise both feet up towards the sky. Coming into waterfall. You can have the knees bent here a little bit, but just kind of press the feet towards the sky and spread the toes open, letting air flow between the toes. Maybe rotating those ankles again. Maybe pressing and pointing the feet, and then flexing the feet and kind of drawing the toes towards you, towards your face. And pressing into those heels, and notice and see if you get a nice little stretch on the back of the calves here. And then just allow those thigh bones to kind of settle down into the hips. And just begin to relax the feet a little bit here. And kind of think about your legs as like telephone poles, just really firmly planted solidly in the hip sockets. Take the arms out wide or keep the palms on the belly. And just take a couple breaths here. Then let's go ahead and just bring the soles of the feet together and reach down for the calves here, or maybe the shins. or maybe the ankles. Or maybe you might want to reach around the outside edges of the feet and interlace the fingers, maybe lifting the shoulders and the head here so that you can reach. And then draw the feet into this Baddha Konasana, this supine cobbler's pose or butterfly pose. So wherever you are, hands on shins, hands on ankles, interlaced around the feet. We're just drawing those feet towards us, getting a little opening in the hips here. Maybe rocking a little bit from side to side. Again, noticing the back here, the contact of your back to the earth. And then maybe come into happy baby here. Let's bring the hands to the backs of the thighs, or again, maybe to the shins or the ankles, or the outside edges of the feet, drawing the knees kind of towards the armpits here, really opening up through the hips and drawing those feet down towards you, or you could peace sign the big toes here if you want, if that feels better. And just like a happy baby, just sort of rock back and forth. Maybe extend the left leg out as you draw the right foot towards center, coming into this kind of an archer's pose. And then rocking to the other side, extending through the right leg as you bend the left, and just getting a little movement, getting in touch with that inner innocent, playful child, like a bunch of brand new kittens, just without a care in the world. Just have a little fun with it. And then hug those knees in, hug the shins. And let's go ahead and either roll to one side or the other and press yourself up to a seat, or bring the hands behind the thighs and rock up and down the spine a little bit. Just kind of getting a massage now in the other direction instead of side to side, up and down. Maybe taking the feet all, whoops, I kicked my lamp there. Don't do that. If you have a lamp, stop short of the lamp, or whatever else you might have. If you have space though, you might rock all the way back, coming into plow pose, bringing the legs up over the head, bringing the toes down to the mat, supporting the low back here, anywhere along that. And then once you've had enough there, let's go ahead and come into a nice tall seat. Either legs crossed, Sukhasana, or Siddhasana with one heel in and then the other. Maybe lotus or half lotus if that's in your practice, and bring your hands to your knees. And just draw the spine up towards the sky, pressing down evenly into the sit bones, maybe sitting on a block or a cushion if that makes it more comfortable for you. And then really take the awareness down to the base of the spine. Think about increasing the space in between each and every vertebra. Drawing the crown of the head, the tips of the ears up towards the sky, pressing the sit bones down to the earth for this simultaneously grounded and uplifted experience. And then we're gonna roll the shoulders up towards the ears and loop them back and down. Do that a few times here, just getting a little bit of movement in the shoulders. And then let's go ahead and take those right fingertips down to the side, pressing into the sit bones, creating length in the spine here. And then let's just begin to kind of hinge over at the waist and bring the right palm down to the mat. This might be enough for you here, or you might want to inhale those left fingertips up towards the sky and really get a nice long stretch from the base of the left sit bone all the way up to those left fingertips. Maybe open up the heart to the sky here. Keep that chin tucked, but then take the gaze out and beyond that left arm. Breathing here, really noticing the breath coming into the left side body. And the next time you inhale, go ahead and press into that right hand, lifting the left fingertips up to the sky, and exhale, releasing the left hand down to the earth. Reestablish that nice long spine again here. And then we'll take those left fingertips down to the earth and then begin to walk them out until you come to the palm. Staying here for a second, just to get this side of the body sort of used to this new movement. And then if you like, go ahead and inhale those right fingertips up to the sky and bring that arm alongside the right ear. And just breathe here, expanding through the rib cage, pressing into that right sit bone, lifting those fingertips and maybe rotating the heart up towards the sky, looking up and beyond that right arm. Stay here for a breath or two. And then on an inhale, bring those fingertips back up to the sky and exhale, releasing them down. One full breath here, and then let's go side to side like that, getting a little organic movement here, bringing the fingertips down to the earth. Let's take those right fingertips out to the side, lifting the left fingertips up and over. Inhale back to center, and then just bring that left hand all the way down, bringing those right fingertips over the ear and going from side to side. Inhaling up to center, exhaling, opening up through the side body, keeping length in the spine, noticing the connection of the sit bones in your legs to the earth, lifting the crown of the head up to the sky, and just let it be watery and fluid and slow, and maybe just like a wave back and forth. Next time you come over to the right, go ahead and stay there. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring the heart down towards the earth and take those left fingertips out in front of you and back over to the left. And then draw that right arm up overhead, bringing the palm down to the earth, kind of making a big circle here. We'll just go around and around, inhaling up, exhaling down and forward and around, just making it really, really fluid. And the next time you come to the left, reverse the circles. Just letting it be your graceful, beautiful self. Getting some movement. Some nice, organic, soft, gentle movement. And the next time you make it over to the left, let that be the last time. And then we'll inhale the arms up to our victorious pose. Draw the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, dropping the shoulders down the back here, rotating those fingertips in towards one another. Notice the space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale here, Exhale, bring the fingertips behind you and then reverse the cross of your legs. I'm going to be here a little bit more, so we want to even out the sit bones, even out those hips. Let's go ahead and inhale the arms back up to our victorious pose. And exhale, drawing the right arm across the heart, hugging it in with the left palm. Breathing here. Noticing the space that you're creating in the shoulder. Maybe massaging the shoulder with the fingertips while you're here. Really just gathering that arm to your heart. Maybe spread those right fingers out nice and bright and wide. Give them a little wiggle here. And then we'll go ahead and release, inhaling back up to victorious pose and exhaling, drawing that left arm in. Continuing to be aware of the spine. Continuing to be mindful of the principle of Ahimsa, non-violence. So how can we show ourselves non-violence? By being gentle with ourselves, forgiving with ourselves, considering ourselves, being considerate of ourselves. And then let's go ahead and release those arms back up to our victorious pose. And then we'll exhale, hands to heart. Pressing the palms in together, noticing the sensation of the palms touching from the base of the palms all the way up to the fingertips. And then let's bring the hands to the knees. And let's just take a few breaths. It's raining where I am in Oregon right now. Probably most of the people on the Zoom call tonight are experiencing rain as well. So let's just think about the principle of rain and how water on the surface of the earth is evaporated up into the sky, gathered in the clouds, and then it rains down on us in the form of water, this sort of cyclical nature. So maybe think about the breath as the breath evaporating from the belly all the way up through the body to the sky, gathering the clouds, being changed into water and raining back down. So as you inhale, think that long, slow evaporation from the belly, the rib cage, the heart, the throat, the top of the head, all the way up to the clouds. Turns into rain and gently showers down on us. Take a few breaths like that, really using your imagination, the power of your mind to really bring that awareness to the body, to the breath, to the control you have to create your own reality. Inhaling up through the body, evaporating into the sky, and exhaling, raining down. Nourishing, warm, life-giving rain. A couple more breaths like that. And then let's go ahead. Inhale here, release the legs, maybe shake them out just a little bit. And find Dandasana. Staff pose, we're kind of creating an L shape here with the body. Getting the sit bones nice and even on the earth. Sitting up nice and tall again, finding that nice long spine here. Let's inhale up to our victorious pose, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, drawing the pinkies towards one another. Stay for the exhale, and as you inhale again, hinge forward at the hips. Bringing the belly a little closer to the thighs, toes pointed up towards the sky. Continue breathing here and release the arms down. Maybe keep a soft bend in the knees here. Just continue to breathe here. You can continue that journey downward towards the thighs, stopping anywhere along the way that feels good to you. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, exhaling to draw any amount closer, even if it's just in your imagination, just with that intention. And then if you feel that your back will tolerate it, you can allow the weight of the head to come forward down towards the legs and round through the back. Release the feet, release any effort, and just breathe. Let the head be heavy, tractioning the spine, tractioning the neck, allowing the arms to be soft. Stay here, or if it's in your practice and you want to go a little deeper, you can draw the arms out, bringing the hands to the tops of the shins or the ankles, or maybe to the outer edges of the feet. Wherever it feels good for you here in forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Stay in your version for 3 full breaths. Allowing the back body to expand as you inhale. Finding softness as you exhale. Inhaling expansion. Exhaling softness. One more full breath wherever you are. And then when you're ready, the next time you inhale, you can go ahead and reestablish that nice long spine. Press into the palms or the fingertips and walk yourself back up to a tall seat. Then we're going to take that right foot to the inside of the right thigh. Well, just next to the right thigh, knee pointed up towards the sky, sole of the foot on the mat. We're gonna hug that leg in with the right arm, and then we're gonna straighten the heart towards the front of the mat, pointing the toes of the left foot up towards the sky, reestablishing that nice, long, beautiful spine. Let's inhale those left fingertips up and exhale to twist, bringing them to the outside of the right knee and swimming that right arm behind you, propping yourself up like a little kickstand here at your hip, getting a nice little twist, maybe looking over that right shoulder here. And then release the left foot, soften through the face, through the jaw. Find length in your spine as you inhale. Find softness as you exhale. One more inhale wherever you are, and then we'll exhale to release and bring the outside of the right leg down to the earth. This is, if you have blocks here, this might be a good place for them. We're gonna come into a half forward fold here. Sole of the foot's on the inside of the left thigh. Knees pointed out to the side. You could use a block here underneath the knee. If that keeps the legs more comfortable, you could have a soft bend in this left knee, maybe even bringing a block underneath it. But we'll go ahead and inhale those fingertips out to the side, getting nice and tall and long here. And then we'll stay for the exhale and then inhale up to victorious pose and exhale to hinge forward. Making that same journey like we did earlier with both legs extended. And if you get to a place where you want to do the rounded forward, soft, heavy head position, you could use a block here underneath the forehead. One block in its highest position, maybe two blocks, one on its low and one on its high. Whatever height works for your body. And just rest here. Or you might want to continue that journey downward, bringing the forehead closer to the leg, holding onto the ankle, or maybe wrapping the hands around the left foot. Finding a variation of this forward fold that works in your body today, wherever that is. You might be really tired, you might be really sore, you might not have a lot of mobility, and that is okay. That is what we want to use all of these wonderful props for, is so we can make the pose fit you. Three breaths wherever you are. Softening where you can. Noticing the back body expand as you inhale. And when you're ready, go ahead and find that straight spine and inhale yourself back up. Stretch that right leg back out, give them a little shake, and then bring the sole of the left foot to the earth, right next to the right thigh, hug it in. Reestablish that long spine, the connection of your sit bones to the earth. We'll inhale those right fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale to wrap that arm around the left leg and begin to twist back, looking over the left shoulder, left palm to the mat behind the hip. And getting your nice little twist over here on the left side. Keep the neck tucked, keeping the neck nice and long and protected, but then take the gaze wherever feels good in your neck. Looking back over the shoulder might be great, but looking forward or out over the right shoulder even might be better. You never know. And then we'll go ahead and inhale and then exhale to come back to center. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And we'll do everything to balance ourselves out over on this side. Finding that nice tall spine here. Inhaling the arms up to victorious pose. And then exhaling to begin your journey over that extended leg. Heart in line with the knee. Chin tucked. And then whatever variation of this forward fold feels good to you today. Find it and find a few nice deep breaths there. Honoring your body and its journey. Notice how this feels in the back body, wherever you are. Notice how things begin to release and let go and be open. And then when you're ready, go ahead and inhale yourself back up to a nice tall seat. Bring the right foot in to meet the left, coming into cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana, seated. Holding on to the ankles or the toes here, extending through the arms, drawing the elbows towards the thighs, drawing the crown of the head towards the sky. Really finding length here. Maybe flapping your little butterfly wings, maybe rocking a little from side to side. Maybe getting the neck into it a little bit and the shoulders. Maybe finding a couple cat-cows here. Inhaling, lifting the heart, tucking the chin, arching the back. And then exhale, drawing the belly button towards the spine, drawing the chin towards the chest, finding extension through the shoulders. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhale, cat. And really take your awareness between the shoulder blades here and see how much space you can create with your breath. Let it feel good to you, moving as deeply or as subtly as you like. One more each. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to a nice tall spine. And then let's go ahead and bring the knees together. Take the feet out to the right or left, or cross your ankles and come to your knees over the ankles just for a short period, long enough to take the knees wide on the mat. Draw the seat towards the heels and then creepy crawl those arms out to child's pose. Bring the forearms down for now. One more breath here. And then let's press up, coming kind of in, keeping the knees wide, big toes touching. Coming into tabletop over the palms here. Plant that right palm right underneath the gaze, and then draw those left fingertips up the inside of the right arm, across the shoulder and the collarbones, and reach up towards the sky, getting a really nice big twist. Inhale here, wave to the sky, and exhale, diving that left arm underneath. We're coming down to that left shoulder, the left temple. Stretch that right arm out long, and then find softness here. And just surrender the weight of the body to gravity, really just letting that shoulder open up. Breathing here, maybe pressing the heel of the right hand into the heel of the left and drawing that left shoulder back, really opening up through that side body. And then we'll go ahead and press back up to this tabletop in the upper body. Plant that left palm underneath, and then draw those fingertips up the inside of the right arm, reaching up to the sky, getting a nice big twist here. Inhale and wiggle the fingers, and exhale and draw that right arm underneath the left, coming to the right shoulder and the right temple, and stretching that left arm out nice and long. Big inhale here, and exhale to soften. Allow the hips to be heavy. Allow the face to be relaxed, the jaw. Maybe go a little deeper, pressing the palms into one another, drawing that left shoulder away, opening up between the shoulder blades. And then let's go ahead and inhale back to center and stretch the belly out on the mat, coming all the way down into Sphinx pose. Draw those elbows underneath the shoulders. Maybe start, what is that? Adrian calls it, Yoga with Adrian calls it slumber party pose. Bend the knees, rock the feet from side to side. Get a little movement in the hips and the waist here. And then bring the feet down to the earth and allow the forehead to come all the way to the mat. Draw those palms right underneath the shoulders. Take those elbows back, the shoulders down the back, and just lift the head from the earth. Lift the heart and maybe the top rib coming into a nice low cobra here. Inhale here. And then we'll press up into tabletop all the way back to child's pose. Keeping the legs parallel here, finding extension through the arms. Inhale here. And then begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming into hero's pose. Bringing the palms to the tops of the thighs. And then go ahead and find your Shavasana. Use your towels, blankets, pillows, blocks, whatever you have gathered around you. Gather your belongings, gather yourself, and come all the way down to the mat. Maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest and giving yourself a last little rock from side to side. Bring the feet down to the earth. And find your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Traditional Shavasana has your feet as wide as the mat. Relax, toes open to the sides, palms shining up towards the sky. Small of the back, flush to the mat. Heart lifted, chin tucked. And let's just find a little softness, stillness, maybe a little bit of appreciation and gratitude for the rain that we're having now. I personally love the rain, which is probably lucky since I live in Oregon and we typically get a lot more rain than we have the last little bit here, at least enough to, well, you know what's going on in the environment. I won't preach about that, but just enough to be grateful for hearing the sound of the rain, for all that new fresh water coming in to nourish and give life. The utter example of nonviolence is giving life, giving. So maybe with a little gratitude for yourself and for everyone who is here today in this practice and for everyone who joins via video later on. I appreciate each and every one of you. Maybe you can appreciate yourselves too. This wonderful life-giving rain we're blessed to have here. And let that sense of gratitude for the rain or for you or for your fellow yoga practitioners or for maybe something else, something that you're grateful for now. Let that feeling settle into your body. Just that something that you can really feel grateful for, because that gratitude is for your well-being. When we vibrate with the vibration and the energy of gratitude, it's actually healthy for us. Mentally, yes, but physically too. So with that feeling of gratitude, knowing that I am grateful for you, let's go ahead and wiggle those toes, wiggle the fingers, maybe bring the soles of the feet to the earth and knees pointed up to the sky. Or maybe you want to stretch out one long good morning stretch before we roll over to whatever side serves us best. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale with a big sigh. And then inhale to press yourself back up to Dandasana pose. Stretching those feet out in front of you. Bringing the hands to heart center. Pressing the palms into one another. And just kind of rolling the palms up and down, coming to the wrists, bringing the forearms together, and then bringing the heels of the hands and the palms and the ball joints, and then the fingers, one joint at a time, pressing the fingertips into each other, and then opening back up like a flower. And just kind of like a wave, maybe bringing the heels away as you bring the fingertips together. And just let it be really fluid, getting a little bit of gentle movement, and then kind of make little fists and wiggle the fingers, maybe rotate the wrists a little bit in one direction and then the other. Maybe gently pull on the thumb of one hand and then into the index finger, making just a little gentle space in between the joints here. The rain is wonderful and we can be grateful for it, but it can also let its presence be known in some somewhat uncomfortable ways. So whatever feels good, whatever fingers feel good, to just kind of give a little massage to. Maybe after our practice is over, you'll get some hand lotion and just massage and rub the palms together. And let's all just rub the palms together here, creating a little bit of heat, a little warm, maybe a little faster. And then let's bring the palms to just hover over the eyes for a quick moment. Maybe you can feel the energy in the space between your palm and your eyelids. Maybe you feel a little warmth. And then let's go ahead and inhale, keeping the eyes closed and drawing the fingertips up towards the sky, coming into our victorious pose, lifting the gaze, lifting the heart, and then bring the palms back overhead again, pressing into one another and exhaling them down to the heart. Namaste means the light within me sees and honors the light within you. And that is surely the case. Thank you so much. Namaste.